Hello students, welcome to Ashish Pulala classes. Today in the present lecture, I am going to discuss with you in relation to the Second World War and the chance which was given to the Indians to get the independence from Britain. On September 1, 1939, Germany attacks Poland and Second World War had started. On September 1939, Britain declared war against Germany and also declared India's support for the war, but without consulting the Indians. So this approach of Britain disappointed the Indian leaders as well as Congress ministers. So many of them resigned from their offices on 15th of November 1939. As at this time, the Indians gave the offer to Britain in relation to the cooperation in the war efforts, but subject to the following two conditions. The first condition which the Indians made before the Britain, that after the war, a constituent assembly should be convened to determine the political structure of a free India which will not be under the control of Britain. The second condition which the Indians made before the Britain, that immediately some form of genuinely responsible government should be established for the India at the central level. But this offer of Indians was rejected by Lord Linlithgow, who was the then Viceroy of India. But the Congress argued that these two conditions were necessary to win public opinion for war. So accordingly, after holding the discussions with the Indians, Lord Linlithgow issued a statement on behalf of British government on 8th of August 1940. As this statement or offer was made in the month of August, so that is why this was famously known by the name of August offer. In the August offer, there were some promises made by the Viceroy of India. The first promise was that full responsible government on the dominion status model will be provided to the Indians after the termination of World War. The second promise, which was made by Viceroy of India, that after the termination of the World War, there will be a constitution making body which will be set up by Britain to frame a new constitution for India. As an interim measure for the time being, the Viceroy to appoint prominent Indians on his executive council. During the continuation of the World War, they say that during this interim measure, the Viceroy of India will appoint prominent Indians in his executive council. And there will be setting up of a separate consultative council in which there will be Indians who will tender advice in connection with the conduct of war. In August offer, one promise was also made that free and equal partnership in British Commonwealth of Nations will be secured to India. That means to say, India will become the member of British Commonwealth of Nations, and in this membership, the India will have the free and equal partnership. However, the Viceroy of India also made it clear that no change would be incorporated in the existing constitutional structure, which constitutional structure was made in the Government of India 1935, unless and until Muslim and other minorities gave their consent to it. This condition of Viceroy was rejected by Congress. As according to Congress, this condition of Viceroy was mischievous, anti-national and uninspiring. However, the Muslim League welcomed the veto assurance which was given to the Muslim League, and they reiterated its position that partition of India was only the solution to this deadlock. Now let us discuss what were the evaluation of August offer. With the help of August offer, for the very first time, the inherent right of Indians to frame their constitution was recognized. And the demand of Congress in respect of Constituent Assembly was also considered. As for the time being, for the very first time, dominion status of India was also explicitly offered with the help of August offer. That is, in August offer, expressly it has been stated that after the termination of World War, the dominion status will be given to India. In July 1941, the Executive Council of Viceroy of India was enlarged to give the Indians a majority of 8 members out of 12 members for the very first time. But it is also very important to note here that the white remained in charge of defense, finance, and home. Also, a National Defense Council was set up with purely advisory functions. So this is something about the present lecture. Thank you very much.